Welcome back to Creation Cove. It's been a minute. We're sitting here in our spawn town castle. Even we've been busy. We've had quite a few people join, and we've got quite a bit to show off for this tour. So I guess we got to jump right into it. This is Spawn Town Castle. We wanted to build, or I wanted to build, a public crafting thing. I'm not super happy with the tower roof. But this is our public crafting. You can leave me suggestions for the server here. This is where I actually spend most of my time playing. I don't play on the other saves and the other servers as often. All the storage. We do have some data packs on the server, so like there's some cooking stuff from Crop and Kettle, and those are all the cooking stations there. We have a painting table which makes mini blocks and Furnicraft. There's just a handful of little quality of life things to help make the world a little bit nicer. We will go to sleep before we go off an adventure. Get a little light on our day. This is my pet project. The roof is actually just a barbecue, basically. So nothing too crazy about it. Just some campfires for aesthetics. We finally killed the wither and gotten the beacons. I got one here. I got one on the nether roof. I got one at my house. We got a cafe made by one of our members, Sincerely Nines. It's actually rather fantastic. The upstairs, I believe, is villager storage. Yeah, for her villagers. This is absolutely fantastic. Good detail. This will be a little cafe. It's absolutely wonderful. And baked goods made a wishing well and spawn. We still got some of the usual stuff. This is my contemporary idea of a tutorials area for all the data packs you got. You add some crafting recipes to the game. You can kind of see we have a carpentry table you can make, waystones and such that you'll see us use to get around. The invisible item frames and locked item frames are a thing. We even have item filters and painting tables that you can make mini blocks and such. There's one of them there. I encourage everybody to make a tutorial trophy to get through the process. And then we even have pocket dimensions, which is a rather cool little thing that we can do here. We can actually place down these little bags, and they're unique to each person, so everybody gets one, and you can build whatever you want to inside of it, and you are basically teleported inside the bag of holding. And it's mine is getting turned into a mobile little workshop, so I can have all my crafting stuff at my disposal whenever I go to a random job site. I can just plop down my little box of tools here, and I have a full workshop like this building here, all inside my pocket. I'm actually going to be moving all the tutorial stuff over to this area here. I'm going to build a tower, kind of just have different floors for each data pack, and full wikis transferred over into the book and quills. We've actually got a post office now here in Spawn, so when you join you can actually find some free dye and candy. Part of the Crop and Kettle, we get candy on the server and some other unique foods. Everybody's got like their own little space, and there's plenty more for new members. There's about 7 of us currently, including myself. So we are still able to get quite a few new people. I've redone my tree farm. We had just a bunch of random willy-nilly trees growing in front of the barn here, and I decided to clean up the area and make it a lot more functional of a farm for everybody to use, which is rather nice. And then we have somebody over here, one of the newer members. His name's Calixoscope. He's not super active whenever I'm active. I haven't seen him online other than one time. So, but he has his build update from time to time. He plays, I guess, when I don't play, so that's fine. Opposite hours, but he's got a cool little setup going on here. This copper golem seems to oxidize. Looks like he's got a multi-story idea going. I like the polished deep slate mixed with the cherry wood. It's actually a nice like two-tone there. Stripped logs up there are fantastic. I'm assuming those are going up maybe, or I don't know. We'll come back and see when another update in the future. We also have a couple people over there, one person over there, and a few people that way. I'm using a mini map to keep track of all kinds of stuff, but we'll check out the waystones here. This is one of our new data packs that we've been able to enjoy a little bit, and this is probably one of my favorites, so I can actually currently our end area, so this is the end portal, nothing fancy. I still gotta connect the nether portal to the nether hub. Currently it's not like our end isn't anything too crazy. I've ever shown it off before on tour. I have a little staircase going to the first gateway. We've only opened up one gateway. I don't think anybody else has beat the dragon. If they have, they haven't said anything. So I've only defeated the dragon one time, and I have made a little area down here. It's got some water, so if you need water for the Enderman, you can get it. Wither chest, wither killing area, so you can trap them in the bedrock. A little cheaty, quick way to get rid of them, safe from the world. I'm trying to preserve the world as best as possible. It's made to build in, not to blow up, so if I can keep the wither fights happening here to the most of them, then that would be awesome. But yeah, our end isn't super together. I'd like to respawn the dragon a ton more times and activate all the gateways and actually start building in there a little bit, but one project at a time. We get to go look at Nines' base. It's actually fantastically cozy. It's got some trees and woods. There's a little workshop. I like this little door on the side now. I didn't know that. Okay. And it comes into a little kitchen. It's got like trophies hanging up. That's the server birthday trophy that I gave out. We actually transferred the server from being a realm to officially a server not too long ago, and I actually added a bunch of data packs and a bunch of other stuff in support of that event. But this is her cozy little cabin away from everything, and I absolutely love it. It's got some bees out back. Cats that are extra loud. Minecarts too. The bees set up these cute little pods. I'm excited to see what the future holds for this area. It's got promise to it, and she's got great space here. There's some cactus over here to grow out, and that's doing its thing. I assume she's got plans. There's some framework over here, so something big's happening. I'm here for it. I like the idea of it. I am gonna go over here, I think. This way. So another member of Cutie Towers over here. And I absolutely love this gradient. Flying towards it from afar is one of the most peaceful, like, color soothes you could look at. It just flows really nicely. This is also something I am excited to see. Oh, and it is hollow on the inside. I guess I expected that. Let's see here. It's got a good area going on. I know there's a lot of redstone work going on behind the scenes, so if you come down like this area, there's a lot of fields and farms, and then here I think there's a kelp farm. I love the fact that it's hidden in the floor like this, and you can just see straight down and see it going and doing its thing. It looks like there's sugarcane over here. I like this. It's just hidden into the wall. This gives a very etho vibe to it, and it makes me happy. I like that half the room is like decorated, but the other part of it is still like natural caves. Your redstone is showing. I love visible redstone. Is there like a shaved pumpkin? I love it. There's a lot happening behind the scenes. Very busybody. I'm here for it. I don't got anything quite this complex set up quite yet. But the nether portal here actually goes to the nether roof also. I'm gonna assume that's a mine. I don't want to leave your block floating, so I'm gonna put your random block like right in there. I don't know where your usually goes. But yeah. This is a nice little place. It gives me a very ethos man cave vibe. Let's see. There's a waystone. Yeah, right here. So So that one would be Cutie Taz. The Nether Fortress got a little more. Still takes a little bit of damage. I have a little outpost set up that we have potion brewing and such. The platforms are set up to attract wither skeletons. Oh my god. Okay. It's dangerous. What you doing, dude? Then there's a blaze farm that's like halfway put together over here. Yeah, okay. Hoppers underneath that and collects the blazes. I've refurbished it a little bit. Originally it was very haphazard. The only thing I can't figure out is like how to move them around too much. I haven't got the best space to work with here. It seems like every time I'm in here working around with them, there's more respawning than any other time I've ever used this thing. Just peek my head in, attract them, let them fall down, and when they fall down, I'll just smack them. Got one blaze head, they're so loud. Not too much happening here. I want to eventually like contain the areas of spawning from the Nether Fortress to just this area here, and actually make an actual proper wither skeleton farm. The blaze farm needs to be refined quite a bit. Here's our next person. And this is a wonderfully, oh my god, it's bigger. This is wonderfully put together. I saw this when this was just like one floor. This is like 3. 2 or 3. Oh, we're about to find out. This is great. I like that the happy gas is just tied up out front. Okay, very empty space for now. It's a very nice empty space. I love these windows. Let's just get a look around. This is great trim work. Absolutely great trim work. It looks like we're working on the second floor, but you have no staircase, my guy. You need a staircase. That's the next thing for sure. We're gonna check out the nether. Not too much has changed here. I've done a little bit of work up here, working on the lighting and spawn proofing. That has come down to pale oak slabs because I don't have enough quartz, and glowstone because I don't have shroom lights. Might change out for redstone lamps, not really too sure. We have broke bedrock. I used, if you're curious how I did it, the same method you can learn how PixelRiffs does it from PixelRiffs' channel. That's where I learned how to do it. We got another roof access here, and I don't think we've done too much up here. I haven't done too much up here. I've got a beacon up here. I spawn-proofed the portal and such, the waypoint set. And I think there is going to be a froglight farm on the roof. I want to create a gold farm at some point. That's a future me decision. Entirely a future me decision. There is also a magma spawner over there that I could also make a froglight farm with, but Cutie Tie's got the froglight farm held down up there, so I'm going to let her have full reign over it. I want one less nether project to do myself, personally. Other than that, we've really just had the piglins to trade with over there, and some nether wart, very basic manual stuff, nothing too crazy. I've got some stuff, there's netherite mining stuff going on, manual tunnels to go everywhere, so if you don't necessarily want to use a waystone, you still can go through the nether to get wherever. Or say we just get rid of the waystones one day, who knows? We still have nether access to get around and through each other as needed. We have next on our list the Holiday Village. Nothing too crazy's happened here. I think the only new thing really is going to be this this house right here I made for Valentine's Day. It was to give out cocoa beans, and that was actually before we got the candy data pack foods. So we have much better things, but it was really just to make sure everybody got free Valentine's Day chocolate. Was my idea. Next year we might do some fancy candies from Crop and Kettle for sure. Just add to this or make like a whole different candy shop. I don't know. This is just done for fun. It's kind of the first holiday for the server, so I kind of just made that. With the data packs installed, I actually did get I did end up with a Valentine's Day trophy that I handed out to everybody, which was rather cute. We'll see that in a little bit, I do believe. Yeah, we still got our villagers going on. They're doing their thing. The breeder's doing fine. Very simple stuff happening here. I need to come back here and actually work on it quite a bit. We're going to go... We actually were the first people to open up a shop here. I created the portal first, and then I sell otherworldly goods. So I got my assistant store manager here, selling shulker shells, elytras, things from the other dimensions. It's kind of hard to find. I got netherite ingots with the upgrades. I got a couple farms going to help create rockets. It's kind of slow going, but I got a few going on here. And then sniffer eggs are my new thing that I just started. But I wanted a little flea market booth with like an ATM out front that you can access. And I think it came out rather cute. This is a rather nice little tiny market stall, and I'm happy with it. It gives me just enough space to sell some stuff, and just enough space to expand later on if I want to even. And we got a waystone set up, but there is also the nether portal is the first thing I added to this area actually, which is over here, and I just built the staircase last night. And this staircase leads down to the nether portal that goes to the nether hub, and I think it's a rather nice black stone. You know where you're going if you follow the black stone to the nether that way. Nice has a shop. I'm not sure if it's open, but I know I've bought some honeycomb from it, and I intend to buy some more honeycomb probably here soon. Honeycomb blocks are on a build palette of mine for a little bit, but I believe flowers and dyes and honey stuff is what is being sold here, which is great. Nautilus armor too. We don't have too much of that in the shiny fancy diamond versions. Might have to invest in some of that. I will be back for sure. This, I don't know if it is all the way done or not. She also made this nice little bridge that we're walking over. I was 100% going to make the path go around and up, but this is 100 times better. This is so cute. Just adds a lot more character to the area. We're going to head over before the zombie gets to us to the wing. Safer, we've already checked it out. The mini-games I'm not sure if this is here yet. This is our Mushroom Island that Cutie Ta found. I know there's a trial chamber underneath. I don't think anybody's tried to make a minigame. We found it not too long ago. Got it set up. I intend to try to steal some mushrooms from the house from here. I need to get another portal set up so I can get them home. But yeah, this is going to be our area to make all the mini-games. And I'm not really sure what kind of game I even want to make yet. I might do something kind of simple and leave the more interesting stuff for other people to do. I'm not too big on the mini-games in Minecraft. Too much at all. We added a so you can actually come up here, and I believe somebody's got a head collection going on from their stuff, but I added elevator to the ocean so you can quick go up and down with our data pack there. Getting plenty of drops. So I got an ender chest on the floor now. Then we have the one to the nether roof, and I believe that's new. Also, it's a skeleton spawner? Okay. Pretty good one at that, too. Yeah. Well, that's kind of sketchy. Good spot. Bad lighting, my guy. Just left all this dark. Look at that. There he is. Okay, well that's cool. Now skeleton specifically. I don't mind her random bat sound. That is my ambiance. So welcome to the CreationCove Tower. The entryway has been mostly done. All of these are going to be netherite suits to show off every one of the armor trims in the game. I got a couple of our donkeys. That one's Baked Goods donkey there, and there's Jack, my donkey. I've been using some of the furniture from Furnicraft and some of the crop and kettle stuff kind of combined to make some of the entryway furniture. One of my favorite things is actually the Halloween candy dish. You can go over here and you can get out a random piece of candy and you can load it with candy and stuff, and you get something different every time. Like, yeah, all kinds of stuff in here. I just keep making candy and filling it up. Upstairs, also we have Christmas wreaths, which is there. That's fantastic. I haven't taken my Christmas decorations down yet. Upstairs, we got a room going on with roof access here. This is all going to be empty space up here. This is actually going to be hollow in the center. The race is actually going to go in a torus around 2 axes here. So this is going to be a circle all the way around, and then that will be a circle all the way around going that way, and you'll actually be able to fly in through the corners and out through the corners as willy-nilly as you want. Yeah, this was a fun little project to do, to try to figure out circles. It's a very nice look though once it's done. I'm rather enjoying the way it's coming out. I just gotta actually get it there. That sound is so overbearing for the video. So down here we got the storage room going. Basically everything you could ever need except for the mineable stuff, like stones and such, they're downstairs, getting automatically sorted together in the mining area. But I have armors and tools and plants and tree types of all sorts, all organized. That's the end and the nether stuff there, all the mob drops. I have some room to expand even. Got all the crafting that we could ever want, a lot of the decorations and such, and I'm rather happy with it. This is a good storage room. I intend to have 3 storage areas in total in this base, and that's, we got one on the very top floor at sky limit basically, and then there's one at the very bottom already, and then this one here. And the one at the very top I haven't got there yet. We gotta build that still, so we'll get there eventually. The next floor down is my head wall, is what it's become for decoration. I've got my entire collection of heads besides what's in my starter base at spawn. We've set up a scarecrow here to keep out the pests. But we got all the main crops going here. I say main crops because there is some new crops with crop and kettle added to the game. We're gonna turn off that entirely. That is horrible. I'm sorry to anybody that visits my base. That's gotta be terrible. Go down one. We'll get to the root of that. This floor is actually a cactus farm. It was collecting cactus automatically for me, but I stopped the cactus, and as you can see, it's filtering down into bone meal and making bone meal automatically now. I got like 4 shulkers worth of cactus saved up. I don't think I need that much cactus. I've even given away a couple shulkers. But yeah, we're doing great on the bones and bone meal department. The sugarcane farm is doing its thing. Got bamboo over here, and it's doing its thing pretty well. That's an entire shulker of blocks of bamboo. This is probably my favorite room. This is the newest one, I think, to my little collection. This is actually why you hear the bat sound. I put the bat head there because without it, it's just I think that's much better. We'll just leave that like that. I wanted it to be quieter, and that is great in comparison. But these are my sniffers, and the allays, I ended up just getting them not too long ago. They pick up all the things, they put the stuff in the chest. I can breed these guys up to sell the sniffer eggs, or what I've also been doing is growing these torch flowers and the pitcher pods as flowers to use in decorations. They're rather nice, actually. I'm a big fan. This is my work in progress sheep farm. It's all going to be automated. I'm going to have all of the sheep bays going all the way around for every color except for the white sheeps. Those are at spawn, and I'm not going to bring white sheeps here. I don't need that color in 2 different locations. We are having a couple different things down here. This is an automated smoker kitchen, so all of these are automated. You can put fuel in there, put whatever you're smelting in there, and it all comes out right there. It all loads itself automatically. We have cropping kettle, which is a cooking addition to the game, so we have all kinds of extra foods that aren't normally in the game. On the food stations, and even the ability to brew beers and wines and display our foods. Those are some fish and chips for you. But I built an entire actual little kitchen for them. I'm not sure about the honeycomb blocks, but I rather like them. They look really good with the spruce, and around the smokers looks kind of cool. I don't know. I'm here for it. It doesn't really match anything else in the base anywhere else. I think I need honeycomb blocks in more places. Lava farm. Very, very simple, straightforward. I intended to put auto smelters for both blast furnaces and regular furnaces over here. Just haven't really got around to it. I've been playing with this cooking data pack so much. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I have gotten almost nothing done because I'm just cooking stuff. And I'm not even cooking a lot of anything. I'm cooking like one meal and then moving on to the next one. This is my next setup. This is going to be a villager breeder and trading hall. I have a zombie spawner that way, and I have a couple of zombie villagers trapped in a boat over there also already. I'm going to bring them over here. I'm going to set up a breeder over in this side, and possibly an iron farm with that, along with all the traders for basically everything all down this way. It's actually going to go about 5 or 10 in, and then once it goes in, it's going to branch out into like a grid, like a cross, and I'm going to have a couple professions, 1 profession per side, all the profession I could possibly want. I'm going to start here with like masons and maybe librarians. I'm not sure. I know I want some free blocks, and I need a lot of glass, so we're going to hopefully get the really good trades by curing them from the zombies, and that'll be way better than the holiday village setup. And then this is our final floor. Here we have our nice black hole kind of effect. I got black concrete under the tinted glass to kind of create a pitch black look from up there at the very top. And we have an auto sorter for all the mineable stuff. You just put everything in your inventory in here, and it'll sort it into these chests if it belongs. So anything that you could find mining down here or make from the stuff mining down here, I have. So that includes like the smooth stone and the stone bricks and even the skull. All organized into their own double chest systems. Put the item filter block that we have to use. You just kind of put a chest, a singular block of whatever you want sorted right there behind it, and it sorts through the item filter into whatever hopper or chest is below it. And then I have an overflow chest, so if something doesn't belong in the sorting system, it'll end up right there. And you can take it upstairs where it belongs. These are the new crops. I actually have infinite water there for these crops only. But these are chili peppers. You can right-click them to collect them. They're like a stalk. And then you have grapes, and these are the coffee cherries. This is rice, lettuce, and then I have corn, and then tomatoes, which are also like a stalk type of thing. You break the rest of them to replant them, but there's like a few of everything. They even have one of my favorite things is this rotten tomato. I don't even know what to do with it yet, but it's absolutely adorable. The iron texture just makes me happy. Farming these. This is all the different crops. I actually went through extensive traveling just to get some of these. All the different crops for all the different crop and kettle mod. We have collected and farming right here, so we can cook basically anything from the mod that way. That way is my current mining direction. I'm trying to figure out what's in that direction. I believe there's another ancient city that way if my cave exploring has taught me anything about the area. This way is actually a finished tunnel. I am going as far as I am going to go with it because it actually goes to one of the ancient cities down here, and I think there's like 4 of them if I'm not getting confused and turned around as I was exploring a little bit. But oh yeah, crouch, do all the crouching. This place is not super safe yet. I do not recommend. I'm kind of just getting through it slowly here by there. Yeah, the idea is eventually, I think this is the closest one, I'm going to have a tunnel to each of them in each direction, and if I run into an ancient city, then that's cool. If I run into something else, I'll work with that. But currently the idea is whatever the closest ancient city is to me, I'm going to try to actually purposely spawn the warden, and we're going to try to lead him from that area all the way over into this area. And before I do spawn the warden on purpose, we are going to prep a name tag and name him Snuggles. I kid. Actually, I'm not. I might actually name him Snuggles. We are going to put him in a jail cell, suspended from some chains from the wall, kind of just hanging over what looks to be a void hole, and he is going to be my new pet. Is the plan. That is the goal, at least. I don't know how many times we're going to die. I'm excited to find out. I actually also have the pitcher pod and torch flower farming over there, but that's about all I'm doing down here, is just mining my utter demise into existence, basically. This is where I get most of my resources for building anymore. This is also going to be an amethyst farm here. I'm going to figure that out later, but this has been my pet project. I actually work on this server probably more than I do like Survive and Thrive and Exuma server, and the area here is absolutely wonderful. It's got great spacing. I can just kind of fit my tower in this area here. We're going to be going upwards after this. It's going to be the base right there of the next floor up after all of these, and there's going to be multiple floors within this torus of spheres that we got going on. And then I haven't figured it out. I'll probably even use like Matica to help me out, because I'm not going to be the greatest at it myself, but I want an ice dragon on top of this mountain up here, and then there is another mountain over here that is like volcanic and fiery, and I intend to have a fire dragon on it. There's it's gonna cut me off because I'm not moving that way. I'm gonna try to make a little bit of a garden here. Still expanding upon it. Baked Goods has turned this waterfall into a fishing pond, which I have helped fill up and expand and round out. There's a nice gazebo out here so you can check out the lake and the water, and one waterfall falling into another. I think the idea is to try to get some coral and some fish and stuff and fill it up with decorations. Some sea pickles would go a long way around here. And then there's a little fishing hut. Has all of our... I can't make it around though. That's fine. That's fine. A little fishing hut right here that has all of our extra fishing stuff in it. All our fishing poles, all that fun stuff. Kind of got a nice little path going from it. A little wishing well over here, kind of like what we have in Spawn, except a little bit darker in color. I need to connect the path down to this path here, I think is the plan, to kind of go around this little water feature here and move some of these flowers to the side, bring it up, and right connected right there. I'm not too sure about that, but we'll figure it out. This over here, though, this is where I wanted my fire dragon, is like right in this area here, looking at the tower itself this way, and then I'd have the ice dragon on the other side. It's kind of the ice and the snow right here, the base. I might do some other stuff up here too. An ice farm would do me good in Nether. But I have an ice dragon looking at that, so they'd have two dragons just kind of looking at our massive tower that's going up to sky limit there. It'd be the idea and the goal at least. And that's the plan. I might change it up a little bit here and there, add some more stuff. Currently, it's a solid work in progress. I've quite enjoyed this project as much as it's been frustrating to figure out circles and get everything kind of rounded out and even and spaced right. This has been a great project to work on, and it's so much glass. I need so many librarians, it's ridiculous. I think there is one other person I need to go check out. I'm going to use my mini-map mod here to teleport over here, because I think their waystone is set to private or something. Yeah, it's set to private, so I can't like teleport here willy-nilly without them adding me to a list. But this is HM Killers area. Looks like we got some armadillos. That's cool. What is this? Iron farm? Iron farm. Nice. Tree farm. I like the raised trees. The pots will getting everywhere. I think there's some villagers over here for access and stuff. He's got an LA too. Good guy. He's got villagers for days. A couple emerald ores. That's cool. These guys are great. I handed these calendars out. This is from the Hell. Apparently we've gone through 94 years within this world since it's started, which is kind of cool. It tracks like your time and such in the game, which is absolutely fascinating. What's this? Automated farm. That's fantastic. Or is this the automated breeder? This is an automated breeder. Oh, I love that. That's great. Is he collecting crops too? He's not automatically collecting crops. I'm a little disappointed, but that's cool. Some lays over here. This must be the workshop. I like the area. It definitely has lots of space, lots of room for activities. Said he's got lots of space and plans, so I'm all for it. What is this? Huh. Well, this is gorgeous. What is this? You know, there's another one of these that I found in the world. I'm not sure if it's caused by a data pack or if a player has been building these, but they're gorgeous. Loving them. Absolutely loving them. Great design. There's a thing called Curiosity, which is exactly like it though. All the way across the map. Yeah? What does that sound? Why is it creepy? Is there something beneath this? Instead of my own curiosities? I don't think there is. I feel like This is kind of strange if somebody is building these. They're like little temple altars. I'm here for it, but it's kind of foreboding. 100% foreboding. There's 2 of them though. I'll consult with the other people and see who's making what now, I guess. The world is a strange place, but we're living our best life. It's a rather beautiful scene. We are only 7 people so far, and I do have a server available for like 25 people. We're still whitelisted. If you guys are interested in joining, do send me some messages, leave me some comments. We'll get to talking. Plenty of room for people to come in and build their stuff and join. We got a good little community started up here, and look forward to having some more people come and build whatever their imagination can inspire them to build. I'm gonna head back to my projects in this world, and I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look around, getting to see everybody's builds and all the stuff that everybody's came up with, and even our ideas here, what I get up to when I'm not doing my videos for you guys normally. This is where I normally end up playing most of the time anymore. I have a few single player worlds, but I don't really even play on them that often. I normally am just found on my own server more often than not. And that's completely fine. I absolutely love the scenery here, the environment. It's been a fun time. We got a lot of cool stuff happening around the place. A lot of cool builders, because these guys, they're better than me by a long shot for sure. We're gonna try to keep up here. If anything, maybe you guys can come out build me too. Till then, see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have fun. Hope you guys be safe. And I hope you guys watch out for bears. Whether they be polar bears, brown bears, black bears, lions, tigers, bears. Oh my.